Hi everybody, it's Kathy here, and today is a double for you, but most importantly it is a celebration. We are scrapping with Helen Ding. Congratulations, 1,000 subscribers, and today's day 30 of 30 Days of Sketches with Christy's Beautiful Life, and it is Helen's sketch, so it is perfect that we are scrapping with her. So today I'm using her sketch. There's only one part I didn't include, and that was the torn part at the bottom. I just didn't include that in mine, so I've just added a frame to my layout instead of that tearing. Now, Helen is an amazing scrapper, and her videos are always inspiring to watch. I love spending my afternoons watching what Helen has been creating, and this hop, we're all celebrating with her 1,000 subscribers. That's a huge milestone. Well done, Helen. I am so excited for you. So this here layout is quite a simple design, which is great, and you can make it as detailed as you like or as simple as you like, and I love how this comes together. So what I'm doing here is I'm preparing strips of the paper together to create the basis of the layout. Now, of course, my photos are bigger than Helen's. Mine are always bigger than the sketch, and that's the beauty of a sketch. It is a guide. It doesn't have to be exact. It is just telling you where things should go on a layout based on the creator's ideas. So what I'm doing here is I'm preparing my photos so that they do fit into the layout, and I am just trimming off the pieces that are not necessary to tell the story. So I love this paper here. It's a Scrapbook Fantasies range called Nature's Way, and I am using it to create this layout, and I just love the colours in it, and it just marries beautifully with my photos. So I did cut that panel you saw me create earlier in half a little bit, or not half, but into 1/3 and 2/3, so that I could stretch it further across the layout, and that's because my photos were bigger. I then used the gold granity glittery side of one of the same paper range and the green leaf there, and it matches beautifully with the colours on those elephants. These photos were my daughter and I at Sydney Zoo, and the elephants were out and we were able to take these photos. I just am layering them as per the sketch in the three. I do have one that's similar in square shape, and then I have the two landscapes, of course, and I'm just popping this one up on foam tape because I want it to have a bit of depth and dimension and make it stand up a little bit on the layout. I have used a net like this blue, steel blue cardstock, and that's because I've used it to cut out my embellishments that I'm using in my corners, as Helen has on her sketch, and I have used the Cricut to cut out these elephants so that I can add them in the strategic places around the layout. Now, I did cut a fourth one, which I don't need, but that's okay. I just wanted to know which ones I wanted to use for this layout. I am popping them up on some foam tape to give them that extra added depth, lifting them up off that background so that they create shadow. And they're going to basically be the layouts, embellishments. I'm keeping it pretty simple. I'm not adding overly too much. I did decide to go with the single elephant instead of the double for down the bottom. I just felt that it fitted better for my cluster that I wanted, and given my title that I'm going to put on there. So I am, as I said, using the pop foam dots there just to lift it up and give it, I'm moving it off the photo, and so it's adding some movement to the layout as well. This one up the top here I really like. I do like the elephant under the tree because if you look at the top photos, you can see that the elephants are under the trees there. So it just marries my photos beautifully. Using the title here that I cut out on my Cricut as well, I'm using the word gentle giants because these, even in the wild, they are probably more ferocious and more dangerous, but in the zoo where you get to see them, you only ever see them as the gentle giants. They don't show their full temper because they are well treated and they just move around calmly in their enclosures. So this page is a great layout. I like this design. I will probably use it more. As I said, Helen did have down the bottom some torn pieces, but I've chosen to just keep it clean. I'm now outlining each of the extra pieces that are in the layout with the black pen just to lift it up off that background. And I like how this is coming together. I did add in that framing around the full layout, and that's also to just make it pop a little bit more. Helen Ding, as I've said, is a very, very talented creator, and you will be amazed if you go and check out her channel. Please subscribe to Helen if you haven't already done so, and me, of course, if you haven't already subscribed. Please consider doing so. It helps us all build our stations and our channels. 1,000 subscribers is a massive milestone. It is something to really, really celebrate, and well done, Helen. I'm so thrilled for you. I just added in some Nuvo drops there. That's all I'm going to add to the clusters. I did contemplate putting extra things in there, but I just wanted to keep the simplicity of it. The whole focus needed to be on those photos because those elephants are just beautiful. I'm using a white gel pen now to add some highlights to my die cuts just to give them some definition and dimension so that they don't look flat, and also to make those elephants stand out a little bit more on those cutouts. So I love how this has come together. It is a great sketch. As I said, I will no doubt use it again. I like the 3 photo. I like being able to get more photos than one onto the one layout. So thank you for joining us today. There are loads of people playing along. As I said, Helen is very popular. You will be amazed at what people will do with this sketch. It is amazing to see what other people do. There is going to be the playlist down below for Helen's hop, of course, and also for 30 days of sketches, because this is from Christy's 30 days of sketches as well. So there's a close-up of those die cuts. It's just amazing. I love the colours in the papers. They just marry the colours of the photos beautifully. Thank you for watching, everybody. Well done, Helen. Congratulations. Stay tuned, everyone, for my next video, and I'll see you real soon. Happy scrapping!